All right, guys. This is a review of the game we learned before we got on our extended little vacation here. It's called Divide and Conquer, I believe. Might have the name wrong, but bear with me. So you need a set of cards. You can use a deck of cards, that you have around your house. Or you can just, get some index cards, piece of paper, just, cut them up. We're only using numbers 3 through 9. I recommend maybe 4 of each one. You gotta make a game board. You can do that on a piece of paper. You just wanna have a place to write down your math problem, your answer, and then your points. So the bigger the number, the more points you have. So I'm just gonna select my 4 cards. So I'm gonna play with 4 just to start. So I've got the number 8, I've got the number 7, 5, and 9. Now, before when we talked about this, you all discovered that the bigger the number is that you are dividing, the more points you're gonna get. So we figured that part out. So I'm looking at my numbers. So I'm gonna say, okay, so I'm gonna do 987 divided by 5. So I'm gonna make the biggest number I can. So I'm gonna set up my math problem. Now, right now, we are still using partial quotient algorithm, but some of you or your parents might know traditional math, meaning the old standard way. We will learn that this year. It's just this is the point we're at right now. So we use multiples of tens, hundreds, thousands to try to get to our answer. So first I think in my head, all right, so 5 times what can get me as close to 987? So immediately I think, oh, let's do 100. 5 times 100 is 500. So it's going to get me close. Still pretty big. But so what if I did 5 times 200? Oh, look how close we get. 1,000. But it's too big, so I can't use that. So I'm going to start with 100. And now I'm going to subtract that amount from what we're dividing. So I end up with 487. So now I have to say to myself, all right, so how can I take 5? Can I do another 100? Nope, we just discovered that. So now I'm gonna look at multiples of 10. So I'm gonna say, okay, 5 times 50 is 250, not gonna help me. So what if I did 5 times 60? That would be 300, so still a little low. What if I did 5 times 80? That would give me 400. Now we're talking. How about 4 times 90? Oh, look at that. 450. That's what I'm going to use. So I'm collecting my numbers over here. And I'm going to write it down. 7. Subtracting. Okay, so 5 gets to 37. I can mental math. So I say, 5 times 7 is 35. That gets me super close. I'm only left with 2 now, so that means I am done. That is now going to be my remainder. So my final answer is 197, because I add this up, with a remainder of 2. If you know how to write it as a fraction, you can do that as well. 197, the remainder becomes your numerator, and your divisor is your denominator. So over here, I'm going to write down what was my original problem, which was 987 divided by 5. I'm going to put in what my answer was, 197, with a remainder of 2. My points is just this without the remainder, so I'm going to write 197. If you want to make it more challenging, make your points with fractions. So when you add everything up, you have to add some fractions with your whole numbers. And then once you've done 5 rounds, you add everything up for your total score. All right, hope you get to play it. It's good practice for addition, for dividing, and just something different. All right, bye.